The brain box, the spot to get you hot, motivated, educated, money generated. The brain box, place to take you higher, get you inspired, keep you lifted, show you gifted. The brain box, place to take you higher, get you inspired, keep you lifted, show you gifted. The brain box, motivated, educated, money generated. The brain box. The brain box. What up? It's me, Magi Love of Get Lifted Entertainment, here with another episode of The Brain Box. As always, thank you to everybody who continues to support The Brain Box and Get Lifted Entertainment. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I certainly appreciate you very, 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 very much. Without you, obviously, this channel and this platform cannot grow. So once again, thank you to all the new subscribers to the YouTube channel. Thank you to the individuals who are sharing the videos on social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram stories. I definitely appreciate you as well. If you're not doing so already, please be sure to follow The Brain Box on Instagram at The Brain, BOXX, The Brain Box. Also check The Brain Box out on Twitter at The Brain, BOXXX on Twitter. So that's 3 X's on Twitter, 2 X's on Instagram. And once again, follow The Brain Box on Instagram and Twitter. So today we're going to talk about building an effective website. And obviously I'm going to talk about more so on the musician side, but don't forget, any and everything that I talk about, it can definitely apply to anyone in an industry where you're growing your platform, your brand, trying to come up with marketing ideas for your brand. All of my ideas I feel like are very interchangeable amongst many, many industries. So be sure to share the information. If you know someone, point them to the page, point them to the YouTube channel. And again, like I always say at the end of each video, if you have any questions or topics that you would like for me to do a little bit of digging and research on, please do not hesitate to leave those in the comments. Also, you can hit up getliftedentertainment.com, the website, and fill out a contact form there with any questions or information that you may have. And I will do my very best to use my knowledge and resources to get the information that you need. So we're going to jump right into it. Like I said, I want to talk today about building an effective website. And the reason why I want to touch on this is because I find a lot of individuals not really grasping the idea that websites are still a very vital point and access point that you need when it comes to your brand and your business. And so for artists, it's really all about like establishing that online presence for your music and your brand, and it's an absolute must. I mean, social media, yeah, that's all great, but it's not enough. You know, in today's digital landscape, you really need to let people know that you're serious about your business and serious about your music and serious about what it is that you're doing. So a website is one of those elements and components that helps get that message across. And so, you know, when you come up with an idea of what you want your website to look like, you always want to make sure that it goes in line with your brand identity and your music or your merchandise. And today, you can easily build a website on your own with platforms like Wix, Shopify, as well as WordPress. You know, they make it very easy for you to be able to put together your own site. It does take time. If you've never done a site before, you may have to watch some videos to try to see, you know, what do I do here? What do I do here? Wix is very user friendly when it comes to like first time building sites. I use WordPress. WordPress is a little bit more intricate as far as developing the site and the things that you need to do to get things in place. But There's a lot of videos out there, a lot of blogs out there that can also help you. And if you need a website, I can do that for you. Hit me up at getliftedentertainment.com and we'll definitely make that happen. So, one of the first things I want to talk about is some of the benefits of having the website. You know, what are the benefits of me having a site, Magi? Why would I want to build a site if I can just post my things on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, and TikTok, Snapchat, and there's so much out there these days. Like, those are just to name a few. But your website is more so like a one-stop shop for everything your artistry represents, right? So your music website should be the center of your online presence. And when I say the center of your online presence, that means your website. That means Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, Facebook, SoundCloud, AudioMac. All those things are branches when it comes to the building of your artistry out there to represent to the people. So you want to add branches to the trunk of your tree, basically, and that's the center of your online presence, which is your website. Not only that, it gives you complete control over everything. There are no limitations to what you can do. You control how it looks. You control the features you can add. You control the features that you don't want there. The messaging, and so much more. You know, you can create a blog, write about certain things, or post video vlogs out there, video blogs, which are considered vlogs, VLOG, and just there's so much more that you can do. You're not limited when it comes to time and things of that nature as well when it comes to having a website. To be honest with you, I personally feel like it's a lot easier for people to find a website than it is for them to, hey, follow me on Twitter at IamTheSouthernRapper.com or IamTheSouthernRapper 21, you know, versus IamTheSouthernRapper.com or SouthernRapper.com or Rapper.com. No, just playing. But you guys get my gist. So with that being said, you want to make sure that you come up with an easy URL, something that's easy for people to find you. Remembering a website URL, I feel like is, like I said, is a lot easier than telling people to search for you here on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter and things of that nature. So for me, it's getliftedentertainment.com. Check me out on getliftedentertainment.com. You can find all the social media platforms there. I have a blog there where I do share other artists' projects. I post the episodes on there, and other things are on there too when it comes to playlists. I might feature a video, and those are all things that you could do. You can pretty much cross promote with other artists and other brands, and that way you are bringing not only traffic of your audience, but you may then gain fans or people that enjoy what you do from the brand that you're cross promoting with. So keep that in mind. Like, it's not really, it doesn't always have to be about you. You can add a little bit of this and that to your website as well, and it does help. You can sell music and merchandise and keep all the profits. Who doesn't want to do that? You can control your mailing list and the data for your mailing list by implementing certain widgets or certain embedded codes from sites like MailChimp. It'll have like a pop-up window or a sign-up sheet. It'll allow you to then see who has subscribed to your mailing list and things of that nature as well. So it's all about keeping that control. Controlling your audience, controlling your mailing list, controlling your benefits and your profits from your music and your merchandise is always one of the pluses of being independent. So now I want to get into the content. What does a website need? What type of content should you have? Like I was saying before, The website is really a representation, and it should reflect your image as an artist, your music, and your brand, as well as your merchandise if you have merchandise. Attract new fans and connecting with existing fans. It's crucial that you provide relevant information, engaging content, marketing materials, and contact info. Your website will be the go-to place. Remember, the center of everything for you. And so it ensures fans, record labels, booking agents, promoters, music journalists, and other music industry peers that they can find anything and everything that they need for you in that one hub, in that one spot, your website. So I always suggest, and whenever I create a website for anyone, there's certain things that I will say is a must. And then I allow individuals to obviously give their input on anything additional that they would need. But one of the things that I feel like is a must is your homepage. The homepage is your chance to make that first impression. Includes all your essential information about your music. It makes it easy for fans, record labels, booking agents, promoters, music journalists, and like I said, any other music industry peers to find the essential information that they need right there on your website. The homepage should display like a shortened artist bio, your latest releases, upcoming show or tour dates, a visual piece of visual media, social media links, your mailing list sign up should definitely be on your homepage, and a link to your EPK, electronic press kit, which is something that I talked about in a previous episode, and how to build an EPK. You also want to make sure that you have vital and clear navigation within the links to all the important pages. And these are like pretty much like call to action pages, such as, for an example, you might have a button to buy my album. That's a call to action. So now you've called me to take action in regards to buying your album. And so you want to keep this page updated often, keep all your current information on this page, even using, like I said, using a newsletter sign up to promote your latest releases would be great to have on your homepage. Another section that you should have on your website is the About section or the bio. This is dedicated to then represent and display a full artist bio. It tells your story, right? So on your homepage, you would have a short version, but then when they go to the About or the artist bio section on your website, this is where you would go have an extended version of a bio. And it includes, details about upcoming releases, milestones, achievements, collaborations, recent shows at notable venues, endorsements that you may have. Let's see. Record labels, music promoters, booking agents, and press, they definitely use that type of information for promotional materials and write-ups. So you definitely want to make sure you have an About section or artist bio section on your website. Another key section is obviously music and videos. Your website should have a page where people can listen to your music. You can embed different audio players in that section, like from SoundCloud, Tidal, Spotify, Audio Mac, and you can also create and feature playlists, mixes, even free downloads if you want in that particular section. I would say when you have a music or video section, you want to disable audio play. You want to disable auto play. And the reason why I say that is because you really never know when someone is checking out your music, like at work or something like that. They may not have earphones in or earbuds in or AirPods in. So you definitely want to make sure that you disable the autoplay on any music or videos when someone visits your site. And it can startle people as well. So they won't be likely to leave your site because they just got freaked out about the music and they're just like, oh, let me click off of this. And now they may not even go back. So that's something that you want to keep in mind. Press photos. Press photos is another essential part of your website. And again, a lot of this information I talked about in previous episodes. I just wanted to really touch on the website and the components today because, like I said, I feel like there's a lot of individuals that are not grasping the idea that a website is still pertinent to growing their brand or displaying who you are, when really that should be the center. And again, everything else is just a branch, right? So press photos are professional photos. There's so many people out here that take photos. These iPhones and these other smartphones take great photos and videos as well. So you want to make sure that you have high resolution videos to showcase who you are as an individual, not just as an artist, but things that you do as far as interests. Obviously performances, playing live and things of that nature bring people in to what you have going on. So I would consider, taking high resolution photos, professional photos, and including them on your website, press photos. Social media. You definitely want to have your social media. It's a valuable asset to grow your brand. So a strong social media presence is essential for promoting not just music, but pretty much any line of business where you're an entrepreneur and you're out here trying to hit the pavement. You don't have a lot of money to put into big billboards and things of that nature. Social media is where it's at when it comes to trying to promote who you are, engage with fans, and just expanding your overall fan base. So you definitely want to make sure that your social media profiles are easy accessible on your website. You can also find different buttons and icons that represent, let's say Twitter, they'll have the bird, Facebook, I have the F, and so on and so forth. So another good component to have on your website is press and testimonials. If you've gained any press or testimonials, and press is pretty much like having blog write-ups, interviews with magazines or websites, Q&As with websites. Those are a great way to get press for your site. And if you have people that leave comments about how they liked your music, comments under Instagram, oh, you're dope, or whatever the case may be, that's pretty much like a testimonial, and you can gather those up and make them nice and presentable and put them on your website as well. So you definitely want to also include tour dates or show dates on your website. You can put that in the form of a calendar. There's so many widgets out there that you can add and put that out there in form of a calendar. And that way people know what you got going on, what's coming up. You can embed widgets to the show dates or tour dates from bands in town, or another site called Songkick, SONGKICK. Those sites also allow you to embed a widget on your site which shows like your show dates and things of that nature as well. Last but not least, actually there's a couple more. So you want to make sure that you have a contact page, and your contact page is going to have a form where people can either contact you, or it'll have listed information like a phone number to contact you, your manager, an email, just so that people know how they can get a hold of you, or book you for, opportunities such as collaborations, shows, merchandise. They want you to rock some merchandise, so endorsements. You just never know. So you definitely want to make sure you have a contact page on your website. And additionally, a merchandise store. You can have a merchandise tab for a merchandise store on your site. You can use Shopify. You can use Wix. Any site that'll allow you to create merchandise and create that and put that as a tab on your website for selling your merch. It's a good marketing strategy to promote your brand and who you are, as an artist. It's a great way to connect with fans as well. It's a great way to showcase your merchandise for giveaways and things of that nature also. So again, these are just some of the components that I wanted to talk about as far as a website, why it's important, and why people shouldn't really get away from the website. Remember, your website is for you to control and maintain control of your audience, grow your fan base, keep your profits for selling your music and your merchandise, and so on. Make that your one-stop shop. And to close this out, keep your design simple and easy to navigate. If you have too much going on your site, you may lose an opportunity for an individual to become someone who really enjoys what you're doing and make them a fan. As always, thank you for tuning in to the Brain Box. I am Magi Love. Until next time.